Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. This is episode number 20.
Season 2, episode 6.
Season 2, episode 6. I think it's episode 23 in total. We are back, and what a fun week of NFL action.
A great week, I would say.
An amazing week.
Yeah.
By the way, my name is AutoClick.
I'm Cole Cunningham.
Cole Cunningham. A really, really fun week that got started on Thursday night with an instant classic, probably the best Thursday night game we've had in the Amazon Prime era. Yeah. 100%.
I can't even think of something that's like compares to it.
Even
honestly.
remotely close. Yeah. But yeah, the Atlanta Falcons defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 36-30. I wish it was the other way around, but I can't argue that this was an amazing game, and honestly, you love to see it. The Falcons have already played 4 games at home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this was an incredible game overall. Just the one gripe I have is that I wish this game wasn't decided by a coin toss.
Yeah. I mean, defense has got to step up.
But I mean, in that same vein, why doesn't the Falcons defense, why do they get the privilege to do nothing? Because they won a coin toss?
It's fair.
So I think that, I just think the NFL's overtime rules for the regular season are still very flawed. And I think that's not going to change unless it happens to a certain team in the AFC West. But it's unfortunate that the overtime rules are still this way, at least in the regular season. I know they changed them for the playoffs because, a certain team in the AFC West was involved, and the Bills. But yeah, it's really unfortunate that the game did come to an end like that. But I will say I still had a very, very fun time watching this game. Kirk Cousins is a god. He's
Kirk Cousins is back, baby.
Yeah.
500 yards, 4 touchdowns. This dude can actually play well in prime time for once.
Yeah.
And he looked really, really good.
He looked fantastic.
But yeah, this was just such a beautiful game to watch from an offensive standpoint. Got to see some Baker Mayfield action. You got to see some Kirk Cousins action. And I won $200, but I mean, that's that's aside from this. But yeah, this was a great game. And I don't know. I didn't think anything could look sexier in this game other than the Falcons uniforms, and Kirk Cousins decided to look even sexier. So, yeah, great game to start off the week.
I will say, with the Falcons offense exploding, surely Bijan Robinson had a good game.
Yeah, he had an amazing game.
Yeah, 12 carries, 61 yards. I mean,
but you know what? I love to see the love go to Drake London.
The target share overall to your top 3 receivers, London, Mooney, and even Kyle Pitts getting involved. Hey, welcome back to relevancy.
Yeah, he actually had a game.
So I'm happy for that. But I mean, yeah, Kadero Hodge being the hero in overtime for the
wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah, definitely not on my Thursday night football bingo card. So very, very surprised by that, and just surprised by this game overall. I did not think it would be this high scoring nor this entertaining. I'm used to getting kind of a dud for these Thursday night games, but
I had a feeling about this one. Not to pull a LeBron here, but I kind of had a feeling about this game being a pretty decent one.
I could see that. I don't know. The Thursday nights, I'm usually just like, oh man, I'm ready for like a 10-7.
Fucking snooze fest.
Yeah, like I'm ready to turn the game off, right when the third quarter starts, basically. But this one, I was basically into it the entire time, so
yeah,
I was happy
a really
about that.
Game. Well, sweet. Let's move on. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but for the first time in this new season, both of us are wearing our jerseys. You have a Cardinals fan and a Ravens fan, which you would never think would be in the same room together.
Why? Because we're both bird teams?
Well, it's just the most random 2 teams to be fans. More on my hand because we live in fucking Arizona. But
get with the program, bro.
but both of our teams caught a dub. We'll get into that later, but just wanted to point that out. Repping the Joe Flacco, because not only did the Ravens win, but Flacco
had a good game
in the loss.
Yeah,
loss
came up
looked
short, unfortunately,
like
but
a fucking G. So that's why I'm representing right now.
Yeah, we'll talk about him later. But let's get into our Sunday slate. Let's start off with this very early London game that happened.
London games are mid. Can we just say that? Like even when they're close like this,
Well, the problem is that they start at 6 in the morning for us.
no one's watching. I'm not even. I didn't even
So
watch
yeah,
any
so
of this
none of
game.
us on the West Coast are watching that. I used to do that because I was like a sicko, but now I can't do it anymore, man. Like even for Jets Vikings, which I mean that should be a good matchup, you would think on paper, but I mean it didn't seem like there was too much going on in this game.
You had 54 Aaron Rodgers dropbacks. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like he's really getting into a groove. Now, we did get the headline this morning that Robert Salad is officially out of New York. Honestly, I'm kind of rocking with that. I think he did a good job last year of winning a lot of games with Zach Wilson, but it's like at this point, Brees Hall doesn't look good. Aaron Rodgers doesn't really look good. Garrett Wilson's doing the best he can. I mean, he had an amazing game, 22 targets.
Yeah, I would
This
hope he had
dude
a
was
good
getting
game.
fucking peppered.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, because the first 4 weeks, it's like that connection really hasn't been there. So Aaron Rodgers basically just said, "We're making this work." So he was like, "I'm throwing you the ball, Garrett."
He just kept throwing him the ball.
Yeah,
So I think it's a step in the right direction because the Jets under Robert Saleh have never really been good offensively. They've had an amazing defense.
yeah, and I mean, most
But-
of that was because of just a lack. You thought because of a lack of good quarterback play.
But now that you have good quarterback play, or what you think is good quarterback play,
I mean, you would think, but I mean, this stat line is kind of saying otherwise. It looks like Brian Flores once again, the boogeyman.
oh my gosh.
Just
Brian Flores is going to be a head coach again.
I would agree if he didn't like sue the NFL.
That's true.
Like I would easily agree with that, but like I'm like I don't know, man.
This dude is
He should be.
an amazing coach. He really is.
Yeah, I mean
He took what Tua said at the beginning of the year personally.
Yeah, he is a wizard. As we said last week. What'd you say? Gandalf the Black?
Yeah, because you said he was Gandalf the White, which doesn't make any sense for Brian Flores.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his new nickname is Gandalf the Black for sure.
Can we say that?
I think we can.
All right.
I mean, it's not really offensive. I
hope
don't
not.
think.
But anywho, Sam Darnold didn't have a good game. Let's be honest. Probably easily his worst game of the season so far.
But they still get the win. That's just how solid this Vikings team is, though.
Yeah, overall. I mean,
Like if you saw Sam Darnold have a good game here, I mean, Vikings are winning by like 17 easily,
yeah, very very
or
easily.
2 scores easily.
Yeah. But yeah, I just want to point that out. Didn't see the best of Sam Darnold today. Is it worrisome? No, not really. You're
No,
going
because
against
this is such a
Jets
good defense.
Yeah, you're going against a good Jets defense, so I get it.
And a lot of this game was pass interference. Like Justin Jefferson was just getting called pass interference. He probably, if they counted, I don't know, did they show in here how penalty yards? If they counted pass interference yards, Justin Jefferson probably would have had like 150 yards receiving.
Looks like the Jets had 8 penalties called on them for 76 yards.
Where do you see that?
You go to team stats
Oh,
and it's under penalties.
penalties. Does it say what kind of penalties, or I just says
No.
penalties? Vikings actually had more penalties, but
Yeah.
for around the same yards. But
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of it was pass interference. So, but either way, Vikings got the dub, and Jets are moving on from. That's the first midseason firing. I just realized of the
Yeah,
season, is it
yeah.
not?
It is. Yeah, Doug Peterson. Look at you.
Doug Peterson. I did not have that on my card 2 weeks ago. Doug Peterson surviving longer than Robert Salad.
Yeah, it's
But-
interesting. Apparently first ever mid-season firing in Jets history.
Oh,
So so congrats
Then-
congrats to Bob Sala for making history there.
Bob Salad.
Yeah.
I think he'll be back as a coordinator.
Oh, easily. I think the 49ers are calling him up right now as we speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Jets, they do promote their defensive coordinator to be their interim head coach, which is much better than the other option of you promoting your offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, I was waiting for the Nathaniel Hackett announcement, but I'm glad they went this direction just for the sake of Jets fans.
Yeah. For your sanity.
Yeah, because it would have been so funny, dude, if they did that. But I digress. But congrats to the Vikings. They move on to their bye week undefeated. Really good stuff from them overall.
Alrighty. So this is the first game on my ESPN because
Yeah.
they're my favorite team or whatever. But it is a 10. It was a 10 o'clock game, or for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, we can talk about your Ravens.
Guys, the Baltimore Ravens defeat the Cincinnati Bengals 41-38. This was by far the most insane game I have seen this season.
Easily game
What
of the
the
year so
fuck?
far.
What the fuck, dude? I almost had a heart attack like 4 times. Um, I mean, first you have, and we're playing Fortnite.
We
On
were
this
playing Fortnite while watching this
2v2
game.
box fights. Um, you have the Ravens down 38-28, and then they come back to tie the game. And this game goes into overtime. Ravens get the ball. I'm thinking in my head, okay, coin toss just decided the game. We got the luck. Let's go. Let's go win the game. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's not lose to the Bengals. We go down, and I don't know, most of you probably watched this game. I'm just recapping it just for the fuck of it. We go down. Lamar loses the snap, and that's when I say, okay, we're done. We're cooked. I can't even watch this anymore. So I don't watch the first 2 snaps of the Bengals' offensive possession. Then I see it's 3rd and 7. They don't get any yards, and he misses the fucking field goal. I cannot tell you the joy that went through my body. And then seeing Derrick Henry, my glorious king, Derrick Henry, run for 50 yards to set up the chip shot field goal, which in my head, remember thinking if Justin Tucker missed, I probably would have killed myself. But he makes it. He drills it. The Ravens go home victorious. What a game. The Bengals are 1-4, which is kind of concerning, but that ain't my problem. Ravens are 3-2, baby. Kings of the North. And we do need to figure out some things on the defensive side of the ball. I will say that the defense definitely stepped up when we needed them most, which I'm not used to as a Ravens fan. So thank you. But definitely have some defensive issues here. But I would say for the sake of the game, like for the sake of the game of football, I honestly love to see games like this. Like as a Ravens fan, I'm like, okay, the Ravens defense needs to step up. They're playing like absolute booty cheeks. But like as a fan of the game, this was such a beautiful, beautiful game. I mean, you had Jamar Chase going off, T. Higgins going off, Joe Burrow threw for freaking 400 yards and 5 touchdowns and still lost. That just tells you how bad this defense is.
Yeah, that's kind of the talking point I want to get to is that this Bengals defense
It's
is
so bad.
horrible.
It's so bad.
It is awful. And it's just funny seeing the contrast because the offense is still really good. I know you said
Oh, whoops.
I know you said the Ravens defense here, needs some stuff to work on, which they probably do.
They
but
do.
I would say this isn't like just them. I wouldn't say the result of this game is like, oh, the Ravens had a bad defense. I would just say the Bengals offense is still really, really good. I mean, you saw Jamar Chase and T. Higgins both have insane games, and like Joe Burrow having probably his best game of the year so far. But yeah, this defense is just constantly letting this team
Charlie
down.
Kolar with the career game, I'd say, probably.
Yeah, yeah, and for the Ravens, you see Charlie Kolar
Huge
getting involved.
touchdown at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it was wild seeing him get involved so much. I mean, that's another tight end for the Ravens to use. I mean, how many of these dudes do they have?
Dude, I
at this
thought that was
point?
freaking Dennis Pitta out there for a second. I was
Number
like, holy
88.
shit, bro. I'm getting throwbacks to freaking 2013.
Yeah, and then Lamar having an awesome game too. I know 2 fumbles, but I would say that's more on just Linderbaum putting like way too many RPMs on the football when he snaps it. Like you don't need to just throw a fucking bullet
Bro
back
was
there.
throwing heaters to Lamar.
Throwing fastballs back there. But I will say that the Lamar touchdown to I think it was to
Oh my gosh.
was it to it was to Likely where he like threw it basically like across across his body.
Oh my gosh.
That was insane.
when he put that dude into the ground.
Yeah, that was some MVP type shit right
Lamar
there.
just keeps doing that. And yeah, we'll get into it later. But yeah, that made me cream my pants for sure.
Yeah, that was really awesome to see. And this whole game was a shootout, I would say, and it was easily my game of the year so far.
Um,
But the Bengals, 1-4, 0-3 at home. Yikes.
0-3 at home is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
And the team that they did beat is the Panthers,
Yeah,
who are also 1-4. So kind of concerning over there.
yeah. Speaking of the Panthers, let's get into that game.
Is that next? It is next.
Yeah, let's do that.
Bears and Panthers. I keep pulling it up on. Sorry.
No, you're good. Um,
Bears beat the Panthers 36-10. Uh,
yeah, I mean, this was. I mean, look at. Let's
DJ
go.
Moore revenge game, kind of.
Yeah, I
Actually,
mean,
very much
yeah,
so.
pretty much. I know it's the Panthers. I know it's the Panthers. Disclaimer: I know it's the Panthers, guys. But Chicago's offense did look very, very good in this game.
Yes.
Like
No,
they
no, no.
really.
I don't care who it's against. It's still an NFL team. You know, it might be a borderline D1 team, but college team, but
Yeah, I was.
still very good signs.
Yeah, I mean, this was a really good offensive game for the Bears. It seems like they're kind of starting to get a little bit of a groove. The run game was starting to get. It looked really good in this game. Once again, I know Panthers, but DeAndre Swift having another good game. Kind of putting it together. It's starting to look like an NFL caliber running back. Roshan Johnson getting involved, getting 2 touchdowns. Caleb Williams throwing for over 300 yards, 0 turnovers for him. It's looking good in Chicago right now. I'm impressed. I'm kind of excited about where this team is going with Caleb Williams. It seems like he's kind of just getting better and better every single week,
Yeah.
which you want to see from your number one pick, your franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the Bears so far. 3-0 at home, by the way. So, I mean, they're getting shit done in Soldier Field.
So
And
they're what, second in the AFC or NFC North? Are they tied for second with the Packers?
let me check real quick if I can.
Oh shit! And the fucking no, I think they're damn the AFC or the NFC North is kind of stacked because you have the Vikings, Lions who are 3-1, so I think they take that second spot, and then you have Packers and Bears at three. And there's no one under, or even at
Yeah,
500.
yeah, it's a dogfight so
That's
far.
pretty impressive. But yeah, very very good game from Caleb Williams. Love to see it. Over 300 yards. I'll take that.
Yeah, he looked good.
If I'm a
And
Bears fan, I would not get carried away that this is the Panthers. I would say, holy shit, we did what we did. We did what we should have done, what we were expected to do against a trash team like the Panthers. So,
absolutely.
I think it's a very, very good sign, very good step in the right direction.
Yeah. And then the Panthers just they're gonna panther.
Yeah, well,
And Andy Dalton didn't look too great in
kind of
this
took a
game.
step back.
Yeah, definitely a good showing from the Bears defense here once again.
I'm glad I
Um,
cashed out in this game,
I'm
even though I
glad.
had a
Yeah,
horrible day.
yeah. Oh my God.
Our fucking
Yeah,
group is cooked, bro.
yeah. We're all gambling addicts. Yeah. Bryce Young's seeing some time in this game though. I did. He did complete a pretty good pass. I don't remember who it was to, but it was a pretty, like it looked all right. And so that's good to see from your former number one pick. Because I don't know what's wrong with him. I think you guys broke him. So it's good to see him very slowly but surely getting put back together.
Getting
Hopefully,
his sanity back,
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, getting some confidence back because you guys crushed it last year. But yeah, I mean, good for the Bears. I was impressed with the Bears this week.
Um, so this next team, we have the Miami, or this next game, I should say, the Miami Dolphins defeat the New England Patriots 15-10. Um, had a lot of Patriots money line going. I'm not gonna lie, so this is a little disappointing.
Hey, that makes two of us, man.
I think a lot of people did.
Talking about our gambling problems.
Ramondre Stevenson looked pretty good again in this game, though, on the Patriots side of the ball. But
Yeah, okay. I just want to say I don't know why like they announced that he was going to get benched, but he still outsnapped Antonio Gibson and got more touches.
yeah, that was weird. Did Gerard Mayo say that, or was it like somebody?
I just saw it like on a news source. I don't know if it was Gerard Mayo directly, but it sounded like they were going to kind of limit him a little bit more and maybe go to Antonio Gibson. But it seems like they didn't do that. But this game, you didn't really miss much if you didn't watch it.
No,
You're only it's the Dolphins and the Patriots.
the Dolphins without Tua.
Yeah, and this team is really like one of the bottom feeders in the NFL without Tua.
Both of these teams are bad.
Yeah,
It's kind of crazy when you have Tyreek Hill, who's probably one of the he is one of the best receivers in the NFL, and he just doesn't even look the same when he just doesn't have a good quarterback.
yeah. I just feel like
Imagine if Joe Flacco was on this team, though. Imagine if they went out and got Joe Iron Nuts
Iron
Flacco.
Nuts Flacco. They would definitely look a lot better. I love me some Snoop Hunley when he's on the Ravens, but I mean,
On the Dolphins,
as
it's
a
kind of bad.
Dolphin, not looking too great.
Devon Achane did get concussed, but Jalen Wright looked really good.
Yeah, he you know did not get the highest carries in this game, but did have the most yards. So
Yeah.
I'm sure if Devon Achane misses a couple of weeks, that'll be your kind of your bell cow back there in Miami for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
So I mean, for all those fantasy owners that probably picked him up as a free agent or late in your drafts, good for you. Might see some results there.
I feel like we talked about that game way too long.
We did.
All right, this next game, I mean, we're going to talk about how good one of these teams are and how fucking awful one of the other team is.
I don't think it's not the other team. It's just the other team's quarterback. That's really
That's
really
true.
that's it.
That's true.
That's literally it. And the fact and he is quite literally so bad that he is just dragging everybody else down. And I'm being so serious because
you have a coach of the year,
yeah, you have an insane defense.
pretty
You
much
have-
the same roster from last year.
yeah, even a little better. I know you're hurt on the offensive line, and I know Deshaun's getting sacked a lot, like on a record pace. Like he's on pace to beat like the sack record by like 12 sacks. It's ridiculous.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, deservedly so for him. But
But the Commanders beat the Browns 34-13 in case you guys didn't catch that game on Sunday.
yeah,
But
I mean,
yeah, the Commanders look amazing.
they're
Undefeated at
4-1.
home so far.
Yeah, 4-1. I think first in the NFC East, which is shocking.
Yeah.
First half, Cliff Kingsbury does wonders for your team, dude. Like-
Yeah.
Like, I'm impressed by the Commanders, I will say, but I'm just waiting for like week 13 to see how good this team still is because
I understand.
I'm just
that.
waiting for the Cliff Kingsbury thing to happen. And if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be pissed. But also happy for the Commanders because
Happy for Jane Daniels.
yeah, and for Jaden Daniels because he's been awesome.
Yeah.
And for Terry McLaurin, because it's like finally you have a competent quarterback,
Yeah.
unlike Amari Cooper, which I feel very bad for
Oh
at
my
this point.
gosh.
Like,
dude. I think if JMO comes in, Jabu Winston should be the starter right now.
he should, but
Deshaun Watson is so bad.
yeah, he should easily be the starter. And after this game, Kevin Stefanski is like, we're not making a change at quarterback,
Why?
which is idiotic. But I
Coach
mean,
of the year, man. Come on.
yeah, 2-time coach of the year, and it's
He's won it
ridiculous.
twice?
I think so because I think he did it last year, right? And then
Yeah.
he did it when the Browns made the playoffs with Baker. I want to say that's correct.
I
could
do
be wrong.
not remember that.
But, however, I would love. I think the entire world would love to see Jameis Winston start for this team. The problem is they have 230 million reasons to not do that. But I think we really should just say fuck it and start him.
Do what's
because-
best. Do what's gonna make you win.
Yeah, because like I said, he's so bad. Deshaun Watson has been so bad this year. I feel like he's just dragging the rest of the team down.
Well, a lot of people are saying that it's kind of the owner's decision. That's the owner's making Stefanski keep. Oh, he is a 2-time. Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's just idiotic to keep rolling Deshaun out there. And I'm not going to take this team seriously until they do. And I don't even want to talk about this team until they do because we're saying the same thing every single week about them. You
Yeah,
know,
we really are.
we're like, oh, this team would be so good if they just, started anybody else.
Amari Cooper would be so much better with Jameis Winston at quarterback. That's all I got to say. Even
like,
Jerry Jeudy.
it's just the problem is that they literally have like, I want to say like 3 quarterbacks on their roster that I think would be doing a better job.
Hey, all I got to
Than
say
Deshaun
is
Watson.
Commanders Ravens is going to feed families next week. I'm excited for that matchup.
I mean, I think the Ravens will put Bell to ass, but maybe that's just me
I
being
think
optimistic.
as a Ravens fan, I think it'll be a closer game than we thought. Did the Jaguars wear throwback uniforms in this game?
They did
Because
and
they actually
did-
kind of look cool.
They did look pretty awesome, I will say.
But the Jaguars did win.
They
They
did.
are not winless, so
Yeah.
every team in the NFL has a win by now, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, congratulations, Jacksonville.
But the Jaguars beat the Colts 37-34 in a shootout. Wouldn't have expected this game to be a shootout either. But here we are. And
Honestly, for most of the game, it really wasn't.
it was just the fourth quarter.
That fourth quarter, just insane. I remember.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because gambling addicts over here. I had Colts money line. So when Joe Flacco, who put up 359 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, He did a 65-yard bomb to Alec Pierce in the fourth quarter, dude. I lost my shit, dude, because I was like, holy fuck, there's
Joe
a chance.
Flacco was insane. Did you see the wheels he had too?
Yeah, I mean, like 39 years old and being this good, like,
He's
is
so good
ridiculous, bro.
so it almost makes me wonder because like Joe Flacco did not feel, even as a Ravens fan, like in those years leading up to Lamar being the starter, this is not like the feeling I got from Joe Flacco. But like, it almost makes me wonder if the quarterback landscape and like the offensive landscape in general has gotten worse
Well, yeah, I mean,
recently.
this man Joe Flacco went against the AFC North, defenses throughout
Yeah,
the late 2000s
that's
and
what I'm saying. Like,
early 20, throughout the
I feel like the
2010s.
NFL's easier now.
It's definitely a
Is
more
that weird
offensive
to
league.
say?
It definitely is more an offensive league than when Joe Flacco came into the league. I would say that.
Yeah, because he's just been playing so much better. And like you said, he's played against the Steelers defenses. He's played against the Bengals defenses when they were good. Um, yeah, we're not going to talk about the Browns, but he's played against the Patriots and the Broncos. Like, he's played against so many good defenses in the AFC in the mid 2010s that it's like now playing against these defenses, he's just playing amazing. And like the only reason I brought that up is because you saw like Tom Brady always talks about it, like how there's a lot more mediocrity in the NFL nowadays, is how he put
Yeah.
it. And so I'm wondering if he's honestly kind of right, because
Oh, for sure.
yeah,
I think he's right on that. And I think it's definitely the league is definitely more like beneficiary, should say, to the offense, which I mean you're seeing in this game easily. Trevor Lawrence having his best game in a long time. It's probably been his best game in like a year,
yeah.
I would say.
And it wasn't even. I mean, it was good, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it wasn't like amazing, but like easily his best game in the last like calendar year. Tank Bigsby also having a fantastic game too.
yeah,
And now you're thinking, is there some running back controversy there?
ETN kind of doesn't look good.
Yeah, he's kind of getting that. This is a Rashad White game here from Travis Etienne.
Yeah,
Even though Rashad White was actually pretty decent
this week
yeah,
or
Thursday.
against the Falcons.
Yeah. But yeah, Travis Etienne not looking too great. Tank Bigsby looking good. Brian Thomas having his best game
I
of
knew
the
I
year.
should have fucking traded for him.
I know I should have kept him.
I knew I should have traded for him. Damn it! I was
Yeah.
gonna trade George Kittle for him,
Yeah. I remember you offered me that, and I declined it like an idiot.
which was
Well, I mean,
well.
then I traded him for Brock. Oh wait, no. What did I do?
You made a worse trade.
Oh yeah, because I had Brock Bowers and I traded Brian Thomas with Brock Bowers and I traded Brian Thomas. Okay, all right. I put it in my head. Yeah.
But yeah,
Brian Thomas had a really good game. Alec Pierce, 134 and a touchdown is ridiculous, dude.
Alec Pierce is like the Colts' fucking Rashid Shaheed.
He's white Rashid Shaheed,
He's Scotty Miller 2.0.
basically. But Trayvon Walker for the Jags having 3 sacks. Good for him. Probably his best defensive game so far.
Former number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, good for him.
One of the probably the most untalked about number 1 overall picks.
Definitely the least like noteworthy one, I would say.
Oh my gosh.
Because like you have to like easily like most people are like, oh yeah, Aiden Hutchinson. And it's like, oh wait, he wasn't first overall.
This was a weird game. This next one, the Houston Texans defeated the Buffalo Bills 23-20, and yeah, it was a really weird game. Did you watch this game at all?
I had it on. I did. I watched like a good chunk of it. But once I started playing Fortnite with the fellas, I kind of tuned out a little bit.
CJ Stroud, like the first half looked elite. He looked really good. The Texans went up 20-3. And like if you look at Josh Allen's stat line, like this game shouldn't have been close. Like
9 of 30, dude.
9 of 30. What did I say?
What did we say last week?
I'm gonna be humble, but what did I say
Yeah.
last week? Where I was like, I have a feeling that this is gonna be the game where everyone's gonna be like, oh, Josh Allen could really use a wide receiver 1 like Stephon Diggs, and
Stephon Diggs, six receptions for 82 yards.
Stephon Diggs is, of course, the Texans' leading receiver. I mean, large in part because Nico Collins went out, but still.
Which fucking sucks, dude.
And then Josh Allen was, his wide receiver 1 was a man named Mac Hollins.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at this receiver box score, it is atrocious.
Yeah, the Bills definitely missed Khalil Shakir in this game.
You literally had Curtis Samuel one catch for a whopping 0 yards. You had Keon Coleman with the random 49-yard touchdown on fourth down. Which if you're the Texans, you should never have allowed that. And that was it. And then you have Mac Hollins 2 catches for 27 yards. That's all you're getting from your receivers.
Yeah, I mean,
It's brutal, man.
yeah, I mean it's gonna be better. It's gonna be like it's not gonna be like this every week because they're gonna get they're gonna
No.
get Shakir back, obviously. But I mean, that's only gonna make such a big difference.
Yeah, Khalil Shakir is not Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, this team could really use like a real wide receiver one.
It's kind of
And
crazy, huh?
yeah, but I will say for the Texans, Nico Collins looking like he might miss a game or two, which sucks because I think he was really on like an offensive player of the year type pace.
Oh, he was
So
playing amazing.
yeah, he was playing out of his mind, so that
Nico
really sucks.
Collins.
I think they'll be fine because the Texans have insane depth at receiver, but it'll suck to not see Nico Collins.
It just
for
sucks
the
for
next
Nico
couple
Collins,
Sundays. Yeah,
but for the Texans, yeah, they'll definitely be okay.
yeah, they'll be fine. You'll probably see a little bit more Tank Dell. Nice,
What the fuck?
nice Halloween decorations, bro. Um,
One of my Halloween decorations just went off on its own.
Let me-
It's a
let me-
motion activated one
let me
too.
look at this depth chart real quick. Let me see who's gonna probably be the
But
next man up.
I was thinking about this when I was watching this game. The Texans went from literally having probably the worst receiving core, or what people thought was the worst receiving core in the NFL
Yeah, like if
at
you
the
go,
beginning of last year.
yeah, I was
To
gonna
the
say,
best receiving core in like 1 year.
yeah, if you go from the beginning of last year from now, the Texans have literally went from probably the worst receiving core to the best.
Makes no sense.
Like in a year and some change. That's impressive. But I mean, yeah, they're gonna be fine. They have Xavier Hutchinson, they have Robert Woods, they have John Mechie. One of those guys is probably bound to step up.
They still have Robert Woods.
They still do. He is still employed.
Oh my gosh,
32-year-old Robert Woods.
coming off like 2 torn ACLs.
Yeah, I mean, good for him. But I think I would love to see some John Mechie because I think he was awesome at Alabama, and I'd
Yeah.
love to see him get a shot.
He never really did get a shot. Tank
Yeah.
Dell kind of.
Well, that and he kind of like had like
He had-
leukemia or something like
yeah,
that. So
yeah.
unfortunate there. But yeah, this was it was, I mean, despite the Bills, shortcomings in the passing game, it was still relatively close. It came down to a last second field goal by the Texans.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean the Bills' insanity run for the first 3 weeks was fun, but now you're playing some teams
Some
that are
real
a
teams.
little more competitive. Let's take a look at their schedule. Yeah, you played the Cardinals, who I mean, you beat them by 1 score. You played the Dolphins, who lost Tua pretty late into the game, and then you played the Jaguars, and then
Who are 1-4.
yeah. So I mean, your first 3 games, bit of a cakewalk. Now you're kind of getting some more difficult teams. Though you do play the Jets next week, so which should be a fun game. But
I will
we'll
say
see.
though, the Texans are kind of like they're probably they're the worst 4-1 team I've seen in a little bit.
the Texans,
Yeah, just based off of their play this season, like they haven't really looked like amazing.
they
But
haven't had that.
they're winning games. Like I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I think all of their games have been like relatively close.
And I'm a really big Texans fan. Like, look, what's their schedule looking like?
I mean, yeah, you go through their next. Let's go through their next 4 games. They got the Patriots, Packers, Colts, Jets.
So I'm sorry, I meant what would I forget who they played their first 5 games.
So week 1 they played the Colts, beat them by 2. Week 2 they played the Bears, beat them by 6. Then they got their ass kicked by the Vikings. Week 3, beat the Jaguars by 4, and then beat the Bills by 3. So they just
That's what
haven't.
I'm saying.
They
It's
haven't
just-
had like that big blowout win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they just look dominant, which they'll probably have against the Patriots.
But I mean, you're winning games. Chiefs
Yeah.
are doing the same thing.
Yeah,
so.
you're still winning though. It's just you haven't had like that game where it's like, oh, the Texans are good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still a playoff team though, easily.
Yeah. This next game, the Denver Broncos, looking like prime 2013 Peyton Manning.
Hey man, it's the Raiders. Let me just do the thing. Just when I'm back in, I'm out.
We're out.
I'm
We're
out.
Oh my gosh, dude. Broncos in the sexiest uniforms in the NFL. Man, I love when they are. I love how
They
like
had the throwbacks on too, huh?
they did. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, but what I love about the NFL right now is I feel like every week we're seeing teams with the cool like throwback uniforms on or alternate. Like I don't know, it's just fun.
Yeah,
So good job NFL.
yeah. The
doing
uniform
that.
department for the NFL has been really good this year. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think some other leagues should definitely take note.
Yes.
NBA.
Yes.
But yeah, the Broncos do win 34-18 against the Raiders. Gardner Minshew getting benched again for Aiden O'Connell. Not too great for the Raiders at all. Devontae
No.
Adams, looking to get out of there. I know we're not talking about the Jets right now. I do want to say they desperately need Devontae Adams.
Yes.
Um,
I was gonna bring that up when we were talking about the Jets.
yeah,
but-
I kind of blanked on that too. But I will say the Raiders, they're still a mess offensively.
Yeah. I feel like the Raiders went from a team that was like, okay, they're gonna be in the middle of the league, like they're just gonna be mid.
This is the most 8-9 team we're gonna
To
see.
now, I feel like this team's gonna be bad.
I still think they'll find a way to finish 8-9, but I just don't think any of those games will be entertaining at all.
Whatsoever.
So yeah, but the Broncos 3-2. Their defense has been really good this last year.
Oh my gosh.
It
Broncos-
seems like all of their wins have been just defensive masterclasses, and you really got to give Vance Joseph credit for that.
Yeah.
Because he's been a very big part of this defense. Kind of becoming what it is right now.
Yeah. No, the Broncos. Honestly, the Broncos kind of look solid.
They do,
Like their offense has gotten better.
Yeah, it's just we'll see if Bo Nix can kind of improve throughout the season. Didn't have a terrible game this week, but
Bo Nix.
yeah, Bo picks, even though he threw 0 picks. But yeah, it was a good performance
Good
overall by
bounce
the
back
defense.
game for him.
Yeah.
And he spread the ball. Holy crap. He had freaking 12 different
Yeah,
receivers.
how many they got here? Let me see.
I'm
Yeah,
guessing
yeah.
12.
11 right
11. I was close.
there. Yeah.
But
Yeah, Javonte Williams getting the heavy
Being-
target share.
being the leading receiver here.
Yeah, I love to see it, man. Are we back? Is Javonte Williams back?
Fuck no. I still don't believe it.
Fuck, dude, I might make a bad decision in fantasy football later today.
Javonte Williams is not back, brother.
Yeah, but also, yeah. Final thoughts for this game, just for the Broncos. Riley Moss getting an interception. That's a white cornerback right there.
Was it
That's a white corner.
on the Broncos?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Some representation, baby.
That's look at get you some Riley Moss right there. That is the
That is the whitest man
that
I've
is
seen.
the pigmentation of a white man.
He looks like fucking Shrek when he turns into a human,
does, dude.
bro. If you don't know who Riley Moss is or what he looks like,
He's
look him
next up.
Yeah.
Of course, out of Iowa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect. Isn't that where Cooper DeJean?
Yeah,
DiGiorno?
yeah. Cooper DeJean coming in. Nah, dude. Yeah,
It's
Cooper
delivery
DeJean's
or
over, man.
DiGiorno?
Yeah, it's his Riley Moss season.
Has he even played at all? I know he played a little bit.
He's got some snaps. He's kind of a
Bad.
backup right now because they threw him at safety a little bit, and yeah, they're just kind of trying to figure out what the fuck to do with him.
All right, I'll let you talk about this next game.
Holy fuck,
Take it away, brother.
dude! How the fuck did the Cardinals win this? That's why
I have no idea.
I
have no clue, bro.
I have no idea how the Cardinals.
Does this say 11 in the fourth? Did they?
They
go
went for 2.
Oh, okay.
They went for 2, which was a fucking big brain play because that's how they won this game on a game-winning field goal. But yeah, the Arizona Cardinals beating the 49ers in Santa Clara 24-23. This was a shocking win. I thought at halftime that I thought it was it's gonna be a repeat of last week where we just get our ass kicked. But I will say this Cardinals defense has been somewhat impressive. Shutting out the 49ers in the second half. That's the second time they've done that this year with to a good team. They did it to Detroit a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately in a loss, but doing that to the 49ers. That's impressive stuff, man. And I mean, it makes me think, how good would this defense be if it had let's be honest here, if it had NFL caliber players? Easily one of the top defenses in the league. I mean, you're doing this with Sean Murphy-Bunting out here, who might be one of the worst cornerbacks I've ever seen. He let Brandon Ayuk have the greatest bounce back game of bounce back games, 8 for 147.
We thought he was going for 300.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we're fucking cooked. I thought Brandon Ayuk was going for 200 easily. But yeah, this 49ers team missing Christian McCaffrey in this game because they just did not look well put together on offense. I thought. Like I know they scored a couple times, but they did not look super impressive.
It's kind of crazy. I never thought a team could be so dependent on a running back.
I mean, yeah,
But they don't look that good.
I mean, yeah, when your running back is some guy who's scored, a touchdown for the last 18 games, and then you lose that, it's definitely, a big change.
They just have so many weapons, though. I feel like that's not really an excuse.
I mean,
like you have Debo with one catch in this game.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I mean, I guess Debo is kind of getting blanketed because I will say, like I said, the Cardinals defense they had some good showings from rookies. Dadrian Taylor-Demerson. He had a really good game. He was basically kind of picking up Sean Murphy-Bunting's slack, I would say, which was really nice to see. I mean, and this Cardinals rookie class is kind of showing out a little bit. I know Tip Ryman. I know the box score shows only one reception of 5 yards, but
bro's name is Tip.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But Kyler Murray having a big 50-yard touchdown with a big assist from the Tip there. Blocking both Nick Bosa and Fred Warner on that play, which was ridiculous. Yeah, so the play starts and he basically just shoves Nick Bosa out of the way. Then he gets to the second level and starts blocking Fred Warner. Kyler Murray just goes, I'm like, holy shit, dude. Like,
bro, the tipsters don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah, it's like who fucking needs a right tackle when you have Tip Ryman out there just blocking everybody? It was insane.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was
love to see it.
Yeah, it was sick. And I mean, Kyler Murray, I know the stat line isn't too great. 19 of 30, 195 yards, a touchdown.
Still got a win though.
Yeah,
the win is the biggest key there.
Yeah, exactly. You get the win. That's really.
I'd say he outplayed Brock Purdy.
Dude, I mean Brock Purdy. I know the stats don't look too bad for Purdy. I know the 2 interceptions and I know only 2 sacks. Once again, if this was a competent NFL defense, he easily gets sacked 5 times this game. Yeah. The problem is the Cardinals pass rush is so bad that literally we were making Purdy look like fucking white Lamar Jackson out there, just scrambling around, dude. I was getting pissed watching this game because I'm like, dude, it's Brock Purdy. I promise you, he's not this mobile. It was so fucking infuriating, dude. But I mean, still, like I said, you still get the win. And Kyler Murray, like I said, looked good. Getting praise from Tom Brady in this game, who was one of the commentators, which was just, I mean, that's very fulfilling to hear as a Cardinals fan when the greatest football player to ever live is praising your quarterback.
Yeah.
So I was very happy about that. But yeah, just some more Cardinals talk. They do lose Will Hernandez for the rest of the season, who, their starting right guard, who has put it together, looked really well the last, I want to say, 2 years and some change. So that's going to be a big blow for them. But
love to see it, though.
Yeah, you love to see a good Cardinals win.
I cannot believe they won this game. And what's even more concerning for the 49ers is one of their touchdowns was a blocked field goal, which is, let's be real, that's a luck play.
Yeah.
So you take that away and they lose by 2 scores almost.
Yeah, I mean, a blocked field goal on a backup kicker because, no Matt Prater in this game as well. But the Cardinals still get the win, man. I was shocked.
Go Arizona, man. Love to see it.
Yeah, and I mean, that decision to go for 2, that really paid off too, because I mean that's what sets you up to, kick a game-winning field goal, because they went for 2 and they were down 4 going for 2, so they were, after converting, they were only down 2, so then they kicked the field goal and they went up 1,
and you go up 1,
yeah,
which you might as well do, because if you score,
yeah, I feel like we're gonna start seeing that more now.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah, but I feel like you really don't see that a lot. Am I wrong by saying? I feel like most would just take the extra point. Like, I know they got a penalty, which is why they kind of did it, but I feel like with them kind of just showing that that's an option. Right. I think more teams might be inclined to try that out more.
Which it just makes sense, because like if you score that touchdown, you'd be down 24-20.
Yeah.
And then, okay, let's say you don't get the 2-point conversion, then you're down 5. Either way, you have to score a touchdown to win. Whereas if you do the 2-point conversion, like you said, you can kick a field goal.
Yeah. So I mean, big brain play by Jonathan Gannon there as well. So yeah, I mean, I just love to see this win, dude. This was a really, really hard fought win for the Cardinals, and I'm really surprisingly impressed by the defense, which I did not think I would say this year.
Honestly, this next game, I don't really think that we need to spend too much time on it, because I didn't really watch this game, and B, it's kind of whatever. Like
Yeah, I really don't have too much to say about this game.
Packers beat the Rams 24-19. Jordan Love looks decent.
Did you see his interception though?
No,
Oh my
is it
god.
bad?
Yeah, so he was basically trying to like throw the ball away because he was like he was in the Rams end zone. So he's basically trying to prevent a safety. So he like threw it away, threw it right to let me see who got this interception. Jalen McCullough, and he took it for a pick six. So pretty funny stuff there.
So it would have been. I mean, they still got the win, but it would have been a bigger win if he didn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, like there really isn't too much to say about this game. The Rams are kind of just really
Derek Carr
missing.
did the same thing last night.
Yeah, the Rams are just really missing their wide receivers.
Yes,
Jordan Whittington though. Hey, I was talking about some Jordan Whittington. Now
you
you're seeing,
were.
now
You
you're
were. You
seeing
did
him
call that.
leading the team in receptions. He had some two pretty good last games because I want to say his last game before this, yeah, 6 receptions for 62 yards. Now he's getting 7 for 89.
He's a rookie, right?
Yeah, yeah, 6th round pick. I think I'm gonna have to make a little dip into the waiver wire.
Hook 'em horns.
I'm more of a horns down guy. Oklahoma and all.
Oh yeah,
But
that makes sense.
yeah, yeah, but Jordan Whittington having a good game for them. And then you go to the Packers. Tucker Kraft, dog.
Absolute dog. Bro.
Dog. Yeah.
Two tutties.
Yeah, he's a fucking beast, dude. But that's really all I have to say for this game. There really is not too much. I'll be so honest. Like I did not watch like any of this game. Xavier McKinney got another interception. I think that's like 4 or 5 games in a row where
he's had one in every one of his games as a Packer.
Yeah. First 5 games, 5 interceptions. That's insane. That's impressive.
Okay, this next game. What the fuck?
Losing to 2024 Daniel Jones with no Malik Neighbors is crazy.
At home.
At home with the 12 man. Yeah, that's crazy.
Giants beat the Seahawks 29-20. 2 scores. You lose to them by 2 scores too.
This is a bad loss,
man.
dude.
This is only when I bet on sports. I promise you, bro. We had another blocked kick returned for a touchdown in this game. But it doesn't even matter. You lost by 2 scores. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, I think if they make that kick, that would probably would have tied it, right?
You're right.
So, yeah.
Fuck it. It's still lost. You still lost to them.
Yeah, blocked by a Cardinals legend, Isaiah Simmons, I might add.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, so good that he's a returner. Yeah, he's working for the special teams now. But still, good for him. Not taking shots or anything, I promise. First round pick, by the way. Top 10 pick. Special teams guy.
Well, anyways, in this game,
just shat on Isaiah Simmons.
And hopefully Isaiah Simmons is not watching this podcast. He probably isn't, but
I would hope not, dude. I'm gonna get my ass kicked if he is.
But yeah, how do you do that, man? You lost to.
I mean, you do it by letting Tyrone Tracy run for 129 yards, letting Darius Slayton have his best career game.
They didn't have Devin Singletary either.
Yeah, they were out. Yeah, no Singletary.
No Singletary, no Malik Neighbors. This was basically a throwaway game for the Giants. They probably expected to lose this game. They probably, at the beginning of this game, bro, I'm telling you, Brian Dabble or whatever his name is, at the beginning of the game, was probably like, all right, guys, Daniel Jones, you're hot ass cheeks. We have no Malik Neighbors. That was the only dude saving your job. You're probably going to get benched in this game. Tyrone Tracy, literally have no idea who you are, but fuck it. You're going to get your ass beat. We're going to get killed, guys. And they still went out and won. That is just so sad to the Seattle Seahawks, who I'm like a secondhand fan of, I'd say, at this point. So
God, dude, I would change that up real quick because this is a fucking crazy loss.
I probably should edit that out.
Yeah, good thing you're a Bucks fan. Good thing you're a secondhand Bucks fan.
I'm way more of a secondhand Bucks fan than
yeah.
The only reason I'm even a fan of the Seahawks is because of Zach Charbonnet. You know that.
Yeah. You're not really a Seahawks fan. You're more of a Charbonnet fan.
Yeah. Should I get a jersey? I'll get a jersey if he becomes a starter. Because
yeah, I mean,
I need him to become a starter, man. Kenneth Walker is just too damn good. He needs to go to another team.
Dude, especially now that he's bald. Like,
bald
Kenneth Walker
is not to be messed with.
God.
Even though he did not have a good game.
Yeah, I mean, on the ground, yeah.
On the ground. Receiving, he did.
Yeah, 7 for 57. But I mean, still, letting 5th-round rookie out of Purdue, Tyrone Tracy, run all over you is kind of... That's embarrassing, man.
Can we get a Zach Charbonnet trade to the Dallas Cowboys?
That'd be so perfect.
I would love that, man.
Yeah.
I would buy a Cowboys Charbonnet jersey if that happened.
Although Dowdle did have a pretty decent game on
Fuck
Sunday
Rico
night,
Dowdle,
but
man.
yeah,
It's Charbonnet season.
it,
Even his name sounds like Chardonnay. Don't you just want to sit down and enjoy a nice glass of Chardonnay when you hear that name?
dude,
I do.
yeah, Zach Chardonnay.
All right, let's get out of here. This is depressing.
All right, man. Let's talk about this next game. What is? What
Hey,
are
the
your
NFC
next game?
East had a good
Oh,
week, baby.
speaking of Sunday night,
Speaking of the Ravens being kings of the AFC North, Steelers fucking suck. 20-17. Really got this dude Jalen Tolbert had 2 targets in the end zone over CeeDee Lamb, which is crazy. He had a better game than CeeDee Lamb, which is crazy. Who even is Jalen Tolbert? Which is not something I'm going to be asking after this week because
I guess not.
this man had a crazy game. He literally was holding his penis. The play before, or 2 plays before the 4th down catch.
Yeah, the Cowboys beating the Steelers 20-17 on a last second touchdown, basically, to Jalen Tolbert from Dak Prescott. I mean, he stepped up in the absence of Brandon Cooks. We were talking about how, we were talking last week about how this team really doesn't have any playmakers outside of CD. And I mean, Jalen Tolbert kind of stepping up. Maybe he could do
Jalen
that.
Tolbert said CD's nuts.
Yeah,
I'm him.
he really did.
I'm him.
So good for him. Jake Ferguson having a solid game. Rico Dowdle having a decent game, getting a receiving touchdown in there, and running it on the ground relatively okay. Yeah, it was a I don't know, like it wasn't a good game from the Cowboys, but they won.
I kind of get that feeling too. I honestly would say that for who was their not their first win. That was against the Browns, and they actually played pretty well.
They played the Giants on Thursday night.
Oh yeah, that was their other win. Yeah, I would say like both of their the last 2 wins just have been the same kind of vibe.
Yeah, like I'm like, yeah, you won, but you didn't really look too great.
I will say though, I did definitely think this is going to be like a 13-6 game. This is a little more points than I thought.
Like yeah, and like in one more score each, basically. I will say though, TJ Watt, kind of wreaked havoc on this game a little bit. So,
That's to be expected.
Yeah, it's they call that Sunday, when that happens. But I mean, it's not really too much to write
sometimes
about
Monday
this
and
game.
Thursday.
Yeah, and occasionally on a Monday and a Thursday. But
yeah, let's move on.
yeah, not
I
really
don't want to see
too
those
much
2
to talk
teams
about.
anymore.
Yeah, me either.
Monday night, baby. This was last night, actually.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs defeat the New Orleans Saints 26-13. Can I just say, Derek Carr, you are trash. You are garbage. Please get me at least 100. Dude, the prize picks on this man was 180 yards. That's all you had to get. And it was, remember, I think it was like a special because I think the
It was.
more.
Because originally it was like 211.
Yeah, bro. And you couldn't
They
even
even
get
moved
that.
it down.
I had under Kamara total yards because I knew the Saints were going to bottle this dude up.
I mean the
I
Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
You're
The
good.
Chiefs, I had Travis Kelce. Oh my gosh, Juju fucking went crazy this
I
game.
know.
Holy crap.
This is like it was like prime Steelers Juju.
Holy shit.
Like I remember like they showed his like stat line. He had like 6 receptions for like 117 yards. I was like, holy shit! When did he do that?
But anyways, I had over Travis Kelce for yards, and then all I needed was Derek Carr to get fucking 20 more yards, man.
Yeah, welcome back, Travis Kelce. I guess.
Yeah.
Stepping up in the absence of Rashee Rice. Likewise with Juju Smith-Schuster and Kareem Hunt. 27 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Great game.
Yeah, it's funny, like I felt like the Chiefs have spent these last few years trying to get like somebody as good as Kareem Hunt. Like they got Clyde, he was bad. They had Pacheco, he's good obviously, but now he's hurt, and they're back with Kareem Hunt. Replacing Kareem Hunt with Kareem Hunt, I think that's a good strategy as ever.
And when Pacheco comes back, they'll have a really good backfield.
Yeah. I will say though, this is like a really dumb thing to bring up. I just wish he was wearing 27 because I feel like 29 does not look good.
No, it doesn't make sense. Why isn't he wearing 20? Who is 27?
Someone's already wearing 27.
Is it McDuffie?
No, it's a corner, Shamari Connor.
Change your fucking jersey number, bro.
I don't think he can at this point. I think it's too late to do that. But
Mid-season.
like, yeah, that'd be funny if that happened. But I remember I was like looking up. I was like, what is Kareem Hunt back? Is he like wearing number 27? And I looked it up and I was like, ew, 29.
It just
Who the
doesn't
fuck's
make
wearing
sense.
27, dude?
He should have wore like a low number then,
Yeah, or like
2, 3, 4, like in that range.
yeah. But let's not nitpick. What Kareem
He still had a
number-
good game.
Yeah, not,
He had a good game, but his jersey number's gross.
yeah. Yeah, Derek Carr did leave this game though, late in the game, on a pretty good pass by the way that should have been caught by Mason Tipton. Dude just has sticks of butter for hands, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So,
he targeted that dude a lot.
yeah,
Well, I guess 4, but it felt
4
like
targets,
a lot.
but yeah, just not.
I needed a bad game from Rashid Shaheed. I should have done the under on Olave.
Dude, Rashid Shaheed, dog,
He is him.
fucking dog.
He is
dude.
Timothy. He might be the wide receiver 1 for the Saints, bro.
Easily,
At this
yeah,
point,
he easily is, dude.
Olave is kind of washed already.
Well, to be fair, Olave was getting covered by McDuffie all game,
That is true.
so there was that.
This is true.
But yeah, no, I like right now. I love me some Rashid Shaheed, bro. What are the stats in this season? 19 receptions, 338 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, that's not like amazing, but
It's pretty good. I'd say he's their breakout player.
it'd be way higher if he didn't put up a zero game against the Eagles. Jesus Christ.
He'd be at 400,
Oh, easily.
over 400.
Yeah, but the Eagles just locked him up. Wow.
Which is not something I think I'd ever hear this season.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, the Chiefs get a big win. They're 5-0. Congratulations. I will say the Taylor Swift meat writing was on full effect in this game.
Oh yeah. Because I mean, when
Did you see that? Okay, well, the interception.
dude,
the
big
Colin
big
Sanders,
big boy
Saunders.
interception. That was
A fire
pretty
ass
cool,
play,
dude.
though. That was a fire ass play.
I love how he was just like, I am not kneeling this fucking ball. He
just fucking kept going, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, like for a big boy, like
He was moving.
dude, he was moving, and the
I mean, what is he? Let's see.
the running back fundamentals were on display. Switching the ball in the hand, keeping it high and tight. Like that was
6 foot, 324 pounds, dude.
that dude was moving.
That
bro.
man was a machine.
But yeah, that was week. Was that week 5?
Week 5.
Oh my
man.
gosh, that was week 5. Week 5. Let me know what you guys thought. It was a really fun week, honestly. Great week for us, obviously. That's why we're both wearing our jerseys here.
Absolutely.
But let's hop into
The awards.
some awards here.
Yeah.
You can go first because I am not prepared.
So you want to do all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. So for offensive player of the week, I'm gonna go with Kirk Cousins. 500 yards. Really, really hard for anybody else to compete with that. So, basically speaks for itself. And then defensive player of the week, I'll go with. I actually don't have one, but I'll just go off the dome. I'll go with Dexter Lawrence. One of the best tackles in the league. Had 3 sacks against the Seahawks last week. Yeah, I mean he's a really good contributor on defense. And I mean, if the Giants didn't have him, their defense would quite literally be in shambles. So, yeah, great performance for him. Moment of the week, I don't have one either. I don't have one for that. So I'll just make one up. Let's
Moment
go.
of the week, bro. I have like 4.
Well,
That's like the one I do have a lot of.
I don't know which one to pick.
That's true.
I'll go with the big boy return for the interception, the one we just talked about. That was pretty fucking cool.
Well, it was cool because they were talking about him. Because he smacked Travis Kelce the play before, like hard, and then they
Yeah.
were like, "That was the brother of Taylor Swift's dancer on the Eras tour," and like talking about him, and like
And the
they were just waiting for him.
very
like,
next play gets an interception, script,
but yeah,
still really cool.
heavy script.
Still really cool.
Me and Paige were literally talking about how like they were just waiting for this dude to make a play,
Yeah.
so they could talk about all those things. And after all he did was hit Travis Kelce super hard, and they just went into like all of these things, and then the next play he has an interception. Like it was just crazy, but yeah. Did you have a riser and a faller?
Yeah, so for my rising team, I'm gonna go with the Bears. I know, like we said, Panthers, whatever. But like this offense is starting to find a groove, and if they can just put it together, they can, kind of make that, that maybe that wild card spot that a lot of people were thinking they could do before the season started. So yeah, I'm excited to see how the Bears do the rest of the season. Kind of want to check out their schedule real quick to see what it's looking like. Next 3 games are against the Jaguars, Commanders, and Cardinals. So
They could be
their next
6 and
yeah,
5
and then
and 2.
also the Patriots.
Oh,
So
they could be second in the NFC North or first.
I'm seeing
depending.
like 2 like surefire wins right there, to be honest with you.
What,
Actually,
Pats and Jags.
not Jags because that's in London. So never mind.
Yeah, but didn't the Jaguars already play in London and get their ass kicked?
Not this. I don't think they play this year because I think the only game that's been like international so far was or not international but in London was the one we just had with the Jets and Vikings.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there's also the game in Brazil
Well,
with
yeah,
the Eagles and Packers.
I thought we were talking. We were doing like pick'ems or something, and I was like, "Well, the Jags suck." And you're like, "Yeah, but this game is in London, so."
I can. Was there a game? I don't think there was. I'm pretty sure. Well, let me do some checking real quick. No, I don't think they played there yet.
No?
They play their next 2 games there though. So
Okay.
maybe that's what we were thinking. I don't know.
Okay, so I do have. Oh, did you have a faller?
Seahawks.
Yeah, fortunately.
Like that loss is so bad. I'm moving you down like a tier, like in my hypothetical power rankings.
Definitely. All right, guys. So my moment of the week. I'll start off with that. I'm gonna be biased here. I have to be biased because it was just such. No, it was such an insane game with the Bengals. But like my backups would be the play that happened last night that you had, the play on Thursday night. What's his name again? You said it earlier.
Oh, Kadero Hodge.
Kadero Hodge having that game winner in OT. Just a surreal moment to cap off an insane game. But I'm gonna have to go with the Lamar touchdown to Isaiah Likely, and then another backup would be there's 2 backups in the game: the missed field goal and the Derrick Henry 50-yard run. But that play was just insane. That was probably one of the greatest plays of the freaking year.
Yeah, I do want to say an honorable mention I had for moment of the week was the Kyler Murray 50-yard touchdown run because it was a cool run and also it had Tom Brady like creaming his pants respectfully.
Yep, that's pretty cool.
Which was really weird to hear. Is really uncomfortable. But anywho,
my offensive player of the week is going to be Lamar. So now I'll finally stop being biased. I'm sorry.
Yeah, finally, dude. Fucking Ravens homer over here. Jesus Christ.
Bro, Lamar had probably one of the best passing games of his probably the best passing game of his career. I think he had like a 5 touchdown game against the Dolphins one time in his first MVP season. But one of his best passing games of his entire career. I got to give it to him. And then my defensive player of the week is going to go to Pat Surtain from the Broncos. He did have 2 interceptions and a pick 6 against the Raiders.
Yeah.
And helped the Broncos put absolute belt to ass
against
the Raiders, bro.
Yeah, shout out to PS2. He had a good game and a sick
Probably
nickname.
he is the best corner in the NFL right now, I would say. I think it's either him or Sauce Gardner.
I think he's number 2. I'd still say Sauce is.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's close though. I do love PS2, but I would probably put Sauce up there.
Didn't they both come from the same draft class?
No,
No?
I think Surtain was a year before.
Oh, okay.
Or 2 years before it might have been.
My biggest riser of the week. My biggest riser of the week is going to be. I'm actually going to give it to the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
Who I feel like have just been looking like kind of solid through the first 4 weeks. Like they're just like, eh.
Well, I think Kirk's kind of just finally, kind of getting into a groove with his guys.
Well, Kirk Cousins just looked phenomenal
Yeah.
Thursday night. And so now you're like, okay, this is the Vikings Kirk Cousins that we saw last year that we paid the bag to. Because for a minute there, you had people asking for, I guess it was just after week 1. People were like, oh, start Michael Penis. Okay.
I think I was one of those people.
That is gone now. That is out the window. Kirk Cousins looks fantastic. And so they definitely are a riser, in my opinion. Bears are a good shout. Commies are a good shout. Other than that, though, Broncos, honestly, kind of a shout for me. But
I would say Broncos if they just get better quarterback play. Like if their quarterback play improves.
yeah, but Bo Nix didn't really play that bad.
They just kind of manage the game. I would say, just kind of game managery type performance.
But when you have a defense that good,
Yeah, I mean that's all you need to do.
that's all you need to do.
So.
But anyways, my biggest faller, Seahawks are for sure a good shout. But I'll go with a different team here. I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I would say the Bills are a good shout. I would say
Even though they played bad teams even though they played bad teams the first 3 weeks, just looked on fire and like did not look like they missed Stephon Diggs whatsoever. And now the past 2 weeks, you're like, okay, maybe they missed some Diggs. Maybe Josh Allen is not as good as we're thinking right now. But I do think they'll step it up. I just think the past 2 weeks have looked really bad for the Bills, and even though they made the game close against the Texans, to be honest, it shouldn't have been that close. That's why I feel like it was more on the Texans. But
yeah,
the Bills are a faller for me.
I would say the Bills are a pretty good shout for a faller, just because I feel like after week 3, people probably had them so high, me included.
Yeah,
But I feel like after these last 2 games, it's kind of like let's put them down a little.
I think
bit.
I had them top 3.
Yeah,
I think I had
that's
them
fair.
second behind the Chiefs.
Yeah, a lot of people probably did, just because I mean, how can't you with how good they played? So I understand that.
But what was I going to say? Oh, I will say a team that like they're not really good as the biggest faller after this week because they've just been falling consistently. But the Browns just look so bad.
The Browns, yeah, I think that would be. I think I probably already put them for a faller. So,
but you could put them every week.
Yeah,
like
honestly,
week 2.
I'm just gonna keep doing that. If they keep playing Deshaun, fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna put the Browns here every week. I'll just
watch
be the Browns.
Deshaun Watson's just gonna have like a 300-yard 4-touchdown game.
And I hope they still lose.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But anyways, yeah, that was week 5. Let us know what you guys think. Who are your guys' favorite players to watch? Biggest fallers, risers, and how did your team do? Should we move on to some pick'ems?
Let's get into these week 5 pick'ems, man. I'm kind of looking at this slate we've got. I think there's gonna be some interesting options here. So I'm looking forward to going through these with you and figuring out who we think's gonna get the victory here on week 6. It'll already be a third of the way through the season.
Don't remind me.
God damn, dude.
It's been a fun year. It's been like just weird. So many like upsets.
Yeah. I can't disagree with you there. But
Seahawks 49ers.
Yeah, week 6 starts
Battle
off Thursday night.
Who do we think is going to be more disappointing? Honestly, give me a Seahawks bounce back.
Dude, me too. I'm thinking Seahawks. I'm thinking Seahawks because it's in Seattle.
Mike McDonald.
I think Seahawks are gonna win this game.
Jaguars and Bears. This is the London game.
I don't know if it's in London. Let me see where it's at though for sure.
Well, it says 6:30.
It's in London, but sometimes they'll do a game like in Germany or something too. So,
yeah.
But yeah,
give me Jags.
Yeah,
it's London.
Yeah, dude, international Jags are like the 2007 Patriots. So I'll take the Jags.
Cardinals Packers.
Dude,
this is a NFC Championship NFC divisional, one of the craziest NFC divisional games we've ever seen. Rematch.
Every time these fucking teams play each other, dude, I have a fucking heart attack.
Cardinals
every time.
Packers.
Dude, all right. I think
I gotta go Packers.
I'm gonna go Packers too because it's in Lambeau.
I think if it was in Arizona,
I think this was going to be a close game.
Yes, 100% will be. I'm
because
getting like 23-20 vibes.
Yeah, and I'm saying this contingent upon the Cardinals. I think might get a big shot in the arm because they're going to get Zay Jones back from suspension. They're going to get their first round pick. They're probably going to get their first round pick, Darius Robinson, back. I hope it's in this game because that'd be really fun to see. They might get one of their corners, Garrett Williams, back. So if they can get all 3 of those guys back, I would lean Cardinals win, but I'm too unsure about that, so I'll go Packers. But I think this is going to be a fun game to watch and probably going to give me a fucking heart attack.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably consume a lot of alcohol at 10 a.m. Sunday. Yeah. So.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, baby.
You're goddamn right.
Colts, Titans. Colts.
Yeah.
Give me some Flacco magic,
give me Iron Nuts.
Iron Nuts, Joe Flacco.
Iron Nuts. All right. Texans, Patriots.
Give me Texans.
I know he picked the Patriots last week.
Never again.
Never, not gonna happen. Yep. You got your one. You got your one pick out of us.
Fuck you, Patriots.
Yep.
Buccaneers, Saints. Give me Bucks. Give me a
me-
bounce back Bucks game. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean Derek Carr's status might be up in the air, so yeah, I'll go Bucks.
What did he get hurt with? I didn't watch the ending.
So it was on that fourth down play where the ball like went through the dude's hands. I think somebody just like fucking leveled him
Oh,
after
okay.
like while he was throwing it. So
Cool.
yeah, so it's kind of like an oblique injury.
Browns and Eagles.
Eagles.
Commies, Ravens. I gotta go Ravens.
I'll go Ravens, but this will be a fun game.
Yes, I 100% agree.
Game of the week type beat right there.
Chargers, Broncos.
Ooh.
Chargers, Broncos.
Ooh.
Honestly, I don't know why, I'm kind of rocking Broncos.
I think I'll go Chargers. All
right.
You flip that coin there, buddy boy. Let's go heads, Chargers, tails, Broncos.
It's heads.
Bolts up, baby. Lock the Chargers,
Chargers. Okay, and I just want to say real quick because we didn't have an opportunity to talk about the Chargers because they were on a bye.
in. Yes,
But
they were.
everyone's talking about how Justin Herbert hasn't even had over 180 yards so far this season. That's the Greg Roman effect, baby. That's what I try to warn you about before the season started.
It was very funny because Kirk Cousins in one Thursday night game basically put up like what Herbert has all season.
all year because of Greg Roman.
Yep.
Steelers, Raiders. Oh, this is the most disgusting matchup I think I've seen in like 50 years. Holy crap.
I can't wait for this to pop up on Red Zone and for me to immediately change the channel.
Steelers, even just looking at that, looks disgusting. Steelers, Raiders. I hope both of them lose.
Yeah.
This is going to be a 6-3 Steelers victory.
The Raiders lost last week. I think they'll get the win here.
Let's go Raiders, actually.
Let's go
They're
Raiders,
going to
dude.
bring us back in,
Yeah,
baby.
dude. Bro, you're gonna pull me right
6-3
back in,
Raiders.
bro. Fucking Godfather 3, bro.
6-3 Raiders, baby.
Just when I'm out.
Lions, Cowboys. Give me the Lions. They're going to be well
Yeah.
rested.
I wish the
Cowboys don't really
Cowboys
look
were
amazing.
healthy
Yeah.
because I think this would be a really fun game. Remember, there was a little bit of controversy when these teams played last year. Remember that?
No.
Because like
Oh, that was the game where
like the
ineligible.
Yeah,
He went for it. He went for two like 4 times.
yeah, and like
That's right.
yeah, I think it was Taylor Decker. He's like went up to the officials, was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be an eligible player. Cool." And the referee's like, "Yep, okay, cool." And then they called it anyways. It's like, what the fuck?
I love when refs do that, man. They remember the script.
Yeah, man. They're like, we gotta lock in and rig this shit for the Cowboys.
Have you seen the video of Terry McLaurin? I think it's against. I don't remember who it's against, but he literally like he goes to the line and then he checks in with the ref, and the ref gives him the thumbs up, and then the play starts and he throws the penalty.
Yeah,
It's so stupid. Why do they do that? They just gotta lock in and remember the script, I guess.
for real.
Roger Goodell's on the mic. He's like, "I'll fucking
He's on
murder
the call,
your family."
He's getting the fix in, bro.
Falcons, Panthers.
Oh, I wonder who we're gonna pick here.
Uh,
Fucking Christ,
give me
dude.
Captain Kirko.
Yeah, man, give me Kirko, baby.
Um,
Kirk in the 1 o'clock, or I guess it's the 4 o'clock window, but
we got Bengals and Giants. Bengals, Giants. Give
is
me
this
the Bengals.
Sunday night? What the fuck?
Ew. What the fucking shit? The Giants should never be Sunday night ever again.
Yeah, like I understand the Bengals, like, but why? Why the Giants?
In New York.
You couldn't
in
pick another
MetLife,
game.
too.
You gotta flex this, dude.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
put Cowboys Lions and actually no, the Cowboys just played. Never mind. Yeah, put Commies Ravens in there, please.
Yes, I would love that. Bengals Giants is crazy.
Yeah, I guess I'll go Bengals. I kind of want to say Giants just for the fuck of it.
No, no way the Bengals go 1-5. There's no way.
I don't know, man. If the Giants get Malik Neighbors and Devin Singletary back,
They might cook this defense.
then I think this will be a fucking really close game. This will be a 1-score game.
Bills Jets. Ooh, Josh Allen versus Aaron Rodgers for the first time. Well, no, not for the first time, but
Hopefully this game.
Pretty much the
Hopefully
first
Aaron Rodgers will be on the field for more than 4 plays.
yeah.
This time.
Give me a Bills bounce back.
Give me the Jets because of the interim head coach philosophy.
Oh, true.
That
Give me Jets.
Yeah.
And it's Monday night.
Yeah.
100% give me Jets. I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I really hope Aaron Rodgers comes out with the American flag again. Just redo the entire thing. That'd be very funny.
All right, guys. Our picks are locked in. What do you guys think? Do you
Locked
guys
in.
agree? Do you guys agree?
The picks are locked in.
Why does it say we're 50% but we're 28 and 18? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, man.
All right. Well, anyways, guys, let us know.
It's because we're like in the 50th percentile.
Oh, that's the percentile.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. All right, guys. Let us know what you guys think. How did we do on our pick'ems last week? I don't even remember.
How did we do?
Let's look.
You have the sandwich in front of you, bro.
We made the sandwich.
Okay.
We picked Bucks.
1-1.
We never really
2-1,
do this. We
3-1.
don't check on.
Yeah, we never really check it. We kind of just
We picked Vikings. We
okay.
picked Bears.
3-1 so far.
We
okay.
picked the
3
Ravens.
okay, never mind. It's going back down. 3-2.
Picked the Patriots and the Colts.
3-3. There you go. Oh, here's a couple more. Oh,
Wimp.
okay.
We
Nice little
picked the
streak here.
Texans. Yeah, because remember you picked the Bills, and I was like, I see this being a Stephon Diggs revenge game.
Yeah.
And we flipped a coin. We picked the Broncos.
Yeah, because
we were like, they're gonna bring us
thing.
back out.
Yeah. I did. I picked against the Cardinals, obviously, because I was happy
Packers.
even though I was wrong.
Obviously, we picked the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Don't remember picking the Steelers, to be honest.
We
picked the Saints. What the fuck? When did we pick the Saints?
What the fuck? There's no way. I think we had to flip a coin for that. I feel.
Did I pick the Saints?
Probably. We'll have to go back and review
I think I did.
that too.
I probably did. I probably was like, oh, Saints are gonna win. Monday night, baby. All right. Well, fuck that. Yeah. What a fun week.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think is gonna happen in this hopefully eventful week 6. Just like the rest of the season so far. Been a really fun one.
I'd say every week other than week 1 has been really good. Week 1 was kind of,
It's kind of a dud, but that's because nobody plays preseason, so nobody's like in football shape yet.
But yeah, guys, let us know what you guys think. We will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like if you guys haven't already. Show the boys, I guess us too.
Yeah,
some
the fellas.
love. We appreciate you guys every week for watching. Those of you who have been here since day one, we love you. And see you guys next week.
Yeah, take care.